Hello, okay, I am, because it is November now and it's cold and wet outside and I'm completely out of shape, I am going to set up my indoor trainer and get on Zwift. I am just setting it up on my computer. I've got the app on my phone and I've got my bike ready. This is my road bike. Sorry, it's the wrong, can't see the drivetrain, so it's the wrong way around. It's a specialised, I think it's a Dulce equipped, Dulce Sport or Sport equipped, I don't know. It was about 150 quid off eBay. I had to go to Wrexham to get it. It's aluminium, carbon forks, and my trainer, my Tax Bluematic, which I got refurbished on eBay, again for about 50 quid. I don't know how much it's full price. It's a dumb trainer, so it's not got a proper power meter, but what it has got instead is it comes with a speed sensor. Yeah, so you see the little battery on one of the spokes. It's battery, sorry, magnet on one of the spokes. There's a battery in here that I hope it still works, and this is a speed sensor, so it tells you, oh yeah, still working, how fast the wheel is going round. And on here, on one of the crank arms, is a cadence sensor. But where does that go? Huh. Oh, and that goes to there, the RPM. So every time the crank passes that, it knows how fast I'm pedalling. Now we're going to see how easy it is to get set up and get my account back active. I've not used it for about a year. Hopefully my mouse works. It only runs, as you can see in a second, on Apple, Windows, or Android, and I generally run Ubuntu or Linux on my home laptop, but I had to dual boot and put some Windows 10 back on this so I could use it. So hopefully, I even got a backdrop on my laptop, that's how little I use my Windows 10. Oh, here we go, Shift setup. Now it normally takes a little bit of a while to set up. I have got, God, you can't see, it's totally dark, a Bluetooth and Plus dongle there, because the cadence sensor and the speed sensor on my bike are Bluetooth enabled. So that's how it works out how hard I am cycling. There's also, you see this, this little lever which can go on your handlebars, changes the resistance of the flywheel. But to use Zwift, I think you keep it on 2 or 3. I'll double check before I start. But yeah, that's a dead simple setup. You just pop it on. There is a different type of quick release what's it called, axle in the wheel, so it fits into these holes here. Oh, and also this natty red tyre, which was the absolute bane of my life. I've had it, bought it about 2 weeks ago, and I put it on the wheel about a week ago, and it took me all bloody night. First of all, I took the old tyre off, put this one on, and then I realised in putting it on I'd burst in a tube. Tried to repair it, couldn't be arsed. Put a new inner tube in, and then it took me about an hour to get back. Actually, I gave up and left it for the next morning because it just was not going back on. It is really tough. The idea of it, apparently it's more heat resistant, because when I first got my trainer I just jumped straight on with my road tyre and it completely wore the tyre smooth, so I wouldn't feel safe going out on the road with it. So this is that. And what I really would like is a spare wheel, so I can just pop off the wheel for when I want to get on the trainer, put a wheel for the road and a wheel for indoors. So yeah, gonna go back to my computer now, try and get it set up, and then try and do some exercise. Okay, I don't know how well you can see this, but it just takes a second to go in. It just pops in. It's the clamps there on the axle. Then this is the flywheel, and it's not actually, you can't see, it's quite dark. It's not actually touching the wheel at the moment. So, oh, you go like that, clamp it on, and then there's a adjuster underneath. So this is really dark, I don't know if you can see anything. And tighten it up until that goes round, and that turns the flywheel. Probably have a little play with it before I'm happy. Another bit of kit is I am wearing my cycling shoes, my cleats, SPDs. These were an absolute bargain. They were £10 from a clash, peach and pink. They were £10 from Evans. I bought 2 pairs, but I've sold the other pair because 1 pair is more than enough. Don't particularly like clipping in, and I've got dual-sided, double-sided pedals, nice flat on that side, wear any shoe, and clip in on that side. Another very important part of the kit is the yoga mat, because I will sweat. There will be a pool of water, a pool of me down there in a minute. I logged in about 5 minutes ago, and still just getting all the efforts. I've got to actually put my bank details in, I think, or restart my subscription. But this is boring. It's already been updating for about 5 minutes, and this happens every time. So what I've noticed is, you know, sometimes you can do races and things which are scheduled to start, and it's dead annoying because you're waiting, you're ready to start pedaling, and you're just looking at that. I've got the companion app on my phone, and this lets you join different events. These are races, and it lets you, what else does it do? You can see if any of your friends are currently online. I follow some popular cyclists on there. No one you follow is Zwifting at the moment, so that's a shame. Yeah, I was thinking of doing an FTP test, but we'll see how I feel. Something's happening now. So you turn on your fan. Yeah, it's a very good idea to have a fan facing you when you do indoor training. I normally just open the windows wide. I'm just wearing leggings. There's my legs. Just wearing leggings today and a t-shirt. I'm already quite sweaty. And I will probably be stripping off a little bit just down to my crop top because it is the sweatiest thing ever. Water bottle just reminds me to get my water bottle. That's what I'll do. Yeah, indoor training is the hottest thing you'll ever do. I'll be dripping with sweat. I say that I'll probably just go on for 5 minutes and decide not to do it. Okay, really good news is my cadence and my speed sensor have already been detected through the Amp Plus, which is brilliant. I haven't had to do anything, so just remembered that. I haven't actually logged in yet or paid the money. See, I don't know if you see it's flashing there, Amp Plus and Bluetooth, so that's one good thing. I've had trouble with that before, with it dropping out and suddenly you're in the middle of a race or something and it just doesn't know how fast you're going. You just come to a stop in the middle of the road. It is so frustrating. Another little bit of kit I've got, you see there, is my Google Home. Okay Google. And that means I can play music while I am riding, and I can change the song just by shouting at it, which is very nice, and I can find out what time it is.
My apologies, I don't understand.
I don't blame you, sorry, I was rambling on. Okay. Bit more set up and soon I'll be ready to go. Oops. Okay. So far it hasn't asked me to put my, I can see the light in there, put my details in, my payment details in. It's saying I've got 25 kilometres for free. That's a good hour. Here we go, I'm pedalling and you can see the watts are going up. God, sorry, that light is annoying. And I'm cycling around through the streets. And on the app there, you can see where I am on the map. And what I can do on the app is I can change direction. I can do a U-turn. Well, I think I can. No, it's not doing it. I can, let's see if it works. I can wave. Is it doing it? It might not be connected. No, it is connected because look, the watts are going up. Tell me what the watts are doing here. I don't know what I'm doing. So, yeah, you can have like your heads-up display here. The dashboard. Oh. So yeah, I'm just going to have a little play around, try and remind myself how all the functions work on it, and then if I feel up to it, once I've got my water bottle, I will do an FTP test. It might kill me. I've just realised that I've removed the bottle cage from my bike, so I'm going to have to move my bike a bit closer so I can reach my water bottle. That's not good. Okay, I've just signed up and paid my $12.99 for the month, which is a bit expensive, but I've decided not to do an FTP test today because it's my first go. And if I have any mechanicals halfway through a FTP test, I'll cry because it's a full effort. Well, you're knackered afterwards. So I'm just waiting for it to warm up, and then I'll get to pick a course. I think there's like these virtual worlds that it has. There's a new one which is in Harrogate in the UK, and then there's Central Park. So yeah, I'll pick one and I'll do maybe a 45-minute training with some high intensity interval training part of it, which is the type of thing I wouldn't do on the road, to be honest, because I don't feel safe going my full belt on the road around here, because you're either going to come to a red light, a junction, a car pulling out on you, or a massive pothole, especially when I haven't got disc brakes, because I really don't like mechanical brakes at all. You may have noticed, by the way, I've got on my road bike, I've got these extra interrupter brakes on there, which I put on myself because I just don't get a lot of braking power from here. There's not too bad when I can pull the lever from the bottom, but up here, hardly at all. So yeah, I kind of need them. Right, back to Zwift. Okay, we're off. Starting with the warm up, and then you can see those are the focus. God damn it! Doesn't help that I'm moving around. They're the intervals I'm going to be doing. You can see your effort along the bottom of the screen. This is crap, isn't it? And also, you can see me watts on my handlebars. This is rubbish. So if you think, well, I think this trainer is really quite quiet, except that my chain ring seems to be making quite a lot of noise at the moment. I'm out of breath already. While I'm still warming up, what you can do with these buttons on the app is change the camera angle. And take screenshots. Which is great fun. Okay, 10 minutes in. First mechanical. Say I'm not going. It's telling me to do more power. It stopped. Cadence. You can see that cadence. Oh, it's really crap. And the speed 0. My heart rate is still being measured, but it looks like the Bluetooth has dropped out, which is dead annoying. And I am sweating after 10 minutes. Okay, so like I say, my speed and cadence sensors dropped out, so I've had to end the ride after 10 minutes. What is really, really annoying about Zwift now is when you've finished a ride, no matter if it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, you have to save and exit. It uploads to Strava, but what it does now is it completely shuts the app down. And to start it up again, you have to go through all those waiting screens and sit through the adverts, which takes about 10 minutes. I don't know if you can see, but there's actual steam coming off my arm right now. See, there it's gone. It's gone. This is dead annoying. Okay, I'm back online. My cadence seems about right now. Speed's okay. But my heart rate is a bit low. I just jumped. You can see down there, that red line's my heart rate. Nearly flat line there for a while. And look, it's climbing now, but it's climbing. So yeah, I don't trust this all that much. Okay, so I ended up only doing about 40 minutes on the bike there, with quite a bit of stopping in between because I had to reset it a couple of times. I had to open the window, I had to refill my water bottle. 40 minutes. I've just realised I was watching my videos through and I kept saying Bluetooth there. It's technically ANT+. I had to buy the ANT+ dongle because my laptop only has Bluetooth on it. And a weird thing just happened is that because I've re-signed up, I got an email then off Zwift saying do not do the most recent, the most up-to-date Windows 10 update or your Bluetooth will stop working, which is great. It's one thing I had to stop for a couple of times is a window popped up, made Zwift disappear. It's like, we're going to restart your computer now to update Windows 10. Which I hate Windows 10 so much. But yeah, that was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if it's maybe a little bit, I don't know, I want to find excuses, but it might be to do with the resistance on the back wheel. I had it at 3, and then I moved it to 2 and it felt a bit better, and I adjusted it a little bit. I think my FTP last time I did it, your functional threshold power, it was about 240, I think, or 270. I'll check, which is ridiculous. It's no way near that in real life. Although I'll tell you what's depressing, when I had to go into my profile and update my weight, and I had to put 5 kilos on since February. February's the last time I used Zwift, and yeah, I had to put 5 kilos on. I'm sure that's got a lot to do with it being harder. But yeah, I don't know what my FTP would be in real life. I don't really care if I get different. If I get my numbers are too low or too high on Zwift, I don't care, because it's not real life. It does, but it does. All that matters is that those efforts that it gives you, it'll tell you to either do like 50% of your FTP, 120% of your FTP, and they do feel real. 120%. If it's telling me to do 120% of your FTP, it feels like you're going a bit more than you can sustain for 20 minutes. That's what an FTP is. So yeah, but I didn't do very well there at all. My heart rate sensor wasn't working great. Got a Garmin one that you wear, and I wasn't very confident in my figures that was coming up in me speed and cadence and all that. So I'll have a little mess around again to try and get like the resistance right and the sensors all speaking to the computer again. But it's so great now. I am just made up that I've got it all set up now. It takes about 5 minutes to put the actual bike together on the trainer and the mat out and everything. It takes about 15 minutes usually just to start the bloody app up. But then yeah, it's dead easy just to have to do like an hour's blast training, sweating off, burning loads of fat, and getting your muscles back again. So that's my plan for the winter. I might make a few more videos about it.